Now, on page 26, the directions are write the slope, intercept form, and standard form of the equation of the line that passes through these 2 points. Now, the first thing you always do when you're given 2 points is find the slope. So you can see I did 3 minus 0 over 4 minus negative 2. I got a slope of 1/2. It's very simple to go into point slope form. I pick a point. I'll pick 4, 3. I say y minus 3 equals the slope 1/2 x minus 4. So I put it into point slope form. Now, from point slope form, it's easy to change into slope-intercept form. I just add 3 to both sides. Then, from slope-intercept form, I multiply both sides by 2, and then I subtract x from both sides, and I multiply by negative 1. So I get x minus 2y equals negative 2. So the easiest way to get into standard form and slope-intercept form is to go from point slope form. But we can go directly into slope-intercept form, and I'm going to demonstrate how. Here I write y equals mx plus b because that is the slope-intercept form. I know the slope is 1/2, and I know I have a point, 4, 3. So I can fill in the slope, y equals 1/2 x plus b. Now I could solve for b if only I knew an x and a y value. Well, of course I do know an x and a y value. So I substitute 4 for x, 3 for y, and 4 times 1/2 is 2, so I subtract 2 from both sides, and we see that b equals 1. So now I just substitute a 1 for b, and I get y equals 1/2 x plus 1, which is the same as I got here. So this is an alternative way of going into slope-intercept form. Also, I could go directly into standard form. I know ax plus by equals c. And I also know that if the slope is 1 over 2, that a is 1 and b is negative 2. How do I know that? Because I know the slope is a over b, and I know if the slope is positive, then b is negative. So that means 1x, ax, minus 2y, by, equals c. Now I could find the value for c if only I had an x and a y that I could plug in. Well, of course I do. So I plug in 4 for x, 3 for y, and I find out that c is negative 2. X minus 2y equals negative 2, which is what I got down here. So now I want everybody to stop the tape and try to go directly into standard form. Okay, so we're going to try to use this method. So stop the tape now and turn it back on when you're done. Okay, so if you have the tape back on, that means you're done. So I'm assuming that what you did was first you found the slope, negative 3 minus 6 over 2 minus negative 5. So we have negative 9/7 as a slope. So that means if the slope is negative, a is 9 and b is 7. If the slope is negative, b is positive. So that means I have 9x plus 7y equals c. Now, I'm going to pick a point. I'll pick 2, negative 3. I plug it in. 9 times 2 plus 7 times negative 3 equals c. So 18 minus 21 equals c. c equals negative 3, which means 9x plus 7y equals negative 3.